Have you ever thought that the smell in your trash cans comes from rotting food you threw away? Food waste is a larger tragedy than it seems, yet nobody seems to pay attention to this rancid smell coming from the trash cans. This smell is the smell of food waste, which is a major problem that is affecting our environment. I'm guilty of food waste. I rejected many vegetables when I was a kid. However, growing up, I learned more and more about the value of food and how it impacts more than in a monetary way, but it can also impact the environment. Today, I will argue that not eating your food and throwing it away doesn't just impact your wallet, but it also impacts the environment by contributing to global warming. And I will provide solutions to stop leaving this environmental footprint. The three main topics I will discuss today are the consequences of food waste, how is food waste caused, and how we can contribute to reduce the food waste. Food waste impacts our environment in ways we don't even imagine by cutting resources, contaminating, and damaging ecosystem. Food requires multiple resources to be grown and harvested, and one of the bigger one is water. According to World Bank vlogs, 70% of global freshwater resources are used for agriculture. This means that if we are not drinking this water or not eating it from the products that are produced, this is just simple water waste that is going straight into the trash. Environmental threatening chemicals are also produced by food waste, such as methane. According to the EPA quantifying methane emissions in 2020, landfill food waste was responsible for 58% of the total methane emissions. This can and is adding to the global warming and climate change, as methane is considered to be 28 times stronger than carbon dioxide. The chemicals used to help crops progressively grow, they are also dangerous for the aquatic environments. According to Bursell, exploring the food waste environmental impact on global ecosystems, agricultural runoff includes pesticides and fertilizers that eventually leak into water bodies and cause dead zones in oceans, depleting oxygen, meaning that the damage of food waste is not only limited to land, but it's also going way deeper than we think. With such dangerous consequences, we have to look into who is causing this problem in order to find a solution. And as you may have guessed, we the humans are the problem. There is this documentary called Just Eat It, a food waste story, a documentary with a couple who survived 6 months eating from dumpsters in order to materialize and understand how much food is wasted by themselves. Spoiler, they were successful on surviving 6 months out of straight dumpster food. Just looking at the trailer, there are some strong lines that put in evidence the state of mind of the consumers. Jenny Russmeyer, as a participant in the experiment, quoted, "Our whole fridge is full of stuff that needs to be eaten tomorrow," referring to the expiration dates and the psychological effect of anxiety that this causes on people being scared of eating rotting food. The food industry is also heavily exposed during this documentary. Multiple farmers share the experience of not being able to sell completely healthy crops just because they're not visually appealing or pretty enough to be sold in stores. According to Quest Research Management Group, food waste statistics, between 30 and 40% of food produced in the US is wasted. This includes before sale, after sale, all of the food waste. Households don't just throw away food according to the expiration dates, we are also throwing it away in a daily basis. According to the MITRE Corporation 2023, a survey made found that US households waste 6.2 cups of edible food every week on average. This means that we're not throwing away orange peels, apple stems, we are throwing away completely edible food just like that. I have explained to you the harm of food waste and how this is a direct problem from us as a society. Now, I would like to present to you some solutions. Since we as people are the cause of the food waste, we can take responsibility and try to change this from our own house and from our consumer demand. To start off, let's just buy what we're going to eat. Sometimes we go to the mall without a list and we just buy whatever we see or whatever we're craving, and a lot of the food sits in our drawers until it just rots. We also have to make choices on what we're throwing away. Sometimes we have leftovers that are totally edible, which can save for later and even save as a full meal. Expiration dates can be a guide. However, these are also signs for the warehouses from markets to buy more product from the distributors. People think that after an expiration date, food magically goes bad, which is just not the truth. I personally follow what I call the milk test. I just smell my milk, and if it smells bad, I throw it away. If it doesn't, I just drink it. I've noticed that sometimes milk goes bad before the expiration date, and sometimes days after the expiration date, it's still totally edible, as I don't smell any signs of it going bad. Therefore, I learned that identifying rotting food and mold can be more effective than just simply following a number. However, the best thing that I think we can do is buy groceries from second-hand grocery stores, such as Dollar Tree and Grocery Outlet. These stores sell food that has already been discarded by larger markets, such as Walmart. There are also online stores like Misfits Market, who sells products that are rejected simply because of their unconventional shapes, despite being totally organic and edible products. I argue that food waste is a problem that affects the environment in multiple ways that we are not constantly conscious because we throw away our trash and we never see it again. The three main points I discussed today are the effects of food waste and resources, ground, and water environments, the daily decisions we make that make this problem bigger, and the actions we can do to prevent this problem from growing even bigger. Remember that every dollar you spend on food is a vote, and you have the final decision to either vote for food waste or against food waste. Thank you.